Now to check in with Chief Meteorologist Sharon Ray with an explainer about this Saharan dust. Tell us what it is, Sharon, and when we can anticipate it this weekend.
Yeah, imagine, Andy, this Saharan dust coming about 5,000 miles, traveling all across the Atlantic and the Caribbean, and then eventually into South Texas. And this happens every year. The Saharan air layer is what it's called, forms in Africa in the Saharan desert. As we get these storms that kick up the dust out there, the dust gets into the atmosphere and then it's pulled across the Atlantic with the upper level winds. And in this case, in this yellow area right here, this is actual dust right now. In fact, it's an assimilation of where it's located. But you can see it is heading toward the Caribbean, and that plume will eventually make its way into South Texas this upcoming weekend by Sunday and Monday. So what is it? Well, it's basically a layer of dry, dusty air. And this dry, dusty air gets caught up in the atmosphere and is pulled across the Atlantic about every 3 to 5 days or so with the upper level winds. Now, it is about 2 to 2.5 miles above the surface, or thick rather, and it's about 1 mile above the surface. So a pretty thick dust layer above the surface, about a mile or so, about 5,000 to 20,000 feet, you'll find this layer. As it moves in, it can get down to the surface, and that's when we have problems, of course, with those respiratory illnesses. It does peak from mid-June until about mid-August, and then it backs off a little bit, and it does cause some really beautiful sunrises and sunsets, very colorful sunrises and sunsets, and it also suppresses tropical activity. So that's good news, especially when we start getting into the heart of hurricane season.